Good morning, students. This side Pooja Sharma, your physics teacher from Cambridge International School, Dasua. I'm back with another video based upon your physics chapter. So actually, we are on to the chapter motion, and we have covered the topic of derivation of equations of motion. Fine. So this video is based upon that only. Fine. So you remember that I have given you a worksheet after that derivations of equations of motion. Fine. That is your worksheet number 8. So based upon that worksheet only we are going to do the questions today, so that whatever the questions are there, have a bit more clarity about it. Fine. So let's get started. And before we begin, we have to first go on with the recap, that is what we have already covered till date. Okay, basically in the last video. So let's start. So in the previous video, what we have done is the equations of motion by graphical method. There are total of 3 equations, and we made 3 videos based upon that, so that you have a proper clarity of all the 3 equations. Okay, I have not given all the 3 equations, or I have not done the derivation of all the 3 equations in one video. This is only the reason behind. Okay, so now the 3 equations are: v is equal to u plus at, second is s is equal to ut plus half at square, and then the third is 2as is equal to v square minus u square. Fine. So you know the terms very well now, that u is initial velocity, v is final velocity, s is displacement, a is acceleration, and t is time. Now after that I have given you a worksheet to do. Fine. And we have solved all these derivations. Okay, I guess those are clear to you. Now based upon these formulas, these equations which we have derived, how we are going to proceed on with the numericals. So that is what we are like, how we have to apply the formula in the numerical. Which formula, like we have 3 formulas, which formula has to be applied where. Fine. So that is the task for today. So I'm going to carry on the worksheet number 8, question number 1. So the first question is: a cheetah starts from rest and accelerates at 2 meter per second square for 10 seconds. Calculate the final velocity of cheetah. So let's solve this and understand. So children, what's given in the question is that a cheetah starts from rest and accelerate at 2 meter per second square for 10 seconds. Now calculate the final velocity of the cheetah. So in the question it's written the cheetah starts from rest. It means we are going to take the initial velocity of cheetah as 0 meter per second. That is what we can say, u is equal to 0 meter per second. Then it accelerates at 2 meter per second square, means its acceleration is given as 2 meter per second square. Okay, for how much time? That is for 10 seconds. So we can take t is equal to 10 seconds. Calculate the final velocity of the cheetah, means what we have to find is final velocity of the cheetah. Fine. So first of all we have written all the given. Then we have to check that whether there any conversion needed. So in this question it's meter per second square second. So all are in the standard, so no need for any conversion. Now apply the formula suitable for this. So that is v is equal to u plus at. Fine, that is the first equation of motion. So we apply that. V is equal to U is 0 plus A is 2 multiplied by T is 10. So V is equal to 0 plus 2 into 10 is 20. So V is equal to 20 meter per second. Fine, this is going to be your velocity. I'll be repeating again. They said that the cheetah starts from rest. It means the initial velocity is 0. Then accelerate at 2 meter per second square for 10 seconds. Find out the final velocity. So final velocity we have written with V. Now V is equal to U plus 80. V is equal to 0 plus 2 into 10. V is equal to 0 plus 20. That is 2 into 10 is 20. So the answer is 20 meter per second. Now the second question is a train starting from a railway station. Fine. And then attains a speed of 21 meter per second in 1 minute. Find its acceleration. So let's solve this. Now in this question it said that a train starting from railway station attains a speed of 21 meter per second in 1 minute. Find out the acceleration. So children, in this question it's mentioned in the beginning that the train starts from railway station. It means the initial velocity of the train is 0 meter per second. Fine. Then the train attains the speed of 21 meter per second. It means final velocity is given 21 meter per second. Fine. For it's attained in how much time? That is in 1 minute. Fine. And what we have to find out is acceleration. So given we have written, now is the time to check conversion. If there is any conversion needed, it is in meter per second, this is in meter per second. Time is not in second, it is in minutes. So we have to convert it into seconds by multiplying it with 60. So that is 60 seconds. And acceleration we have to find out. So which formula we apply? That is again the second equation, V is equal to U plus 80. Sorry, the first equation, V is equal to U plus 80. V is 21, U is 0 plus A you don't know and T is 60. Fine. So 21 is equal to 0 plus 60A. 21 is equal to 60A. Therefore, A is equal to 21 over 60. So when you are going to divide it, you get the answer as 0.35 meter per second square. Okay. If you are comfortable with this, okay. Otherwise, one method which I already told you, that is the formula of acceleration. You can directly put that also. That is the same. From here only we cross multiply and we got this. Fine. So you can directly put the values over here. So you are going to have V, A is equal to V is 21 minus 0 over 60. So 21 over 60, your answer is 0.35 meter per second square. So both way you can solve it, you get the same answer. Fine. Question number 3. The motion of a body which is accelerating at a constant rate of 10 meter per second square. If the body starts from rest, how much distance will it cover in 2 seconds? Now in this question, the motion of the body which is accelerating at a constant rate is 10 meter per second square. It means this is 10 meter per second square, means they are talking about acceleration. If the body starts from rest, how much distance will it cover in 2 seconds? Fine. So we are provided with the acceleration, that is 10 meter per second square. Then they said initial is 0 meter per second square. Actually, they have not written initial is 0, but they mentioned in the question that if the body starts from rest. So this rest means that when the body is at rest, the body is not having any velocity. So that time the velocity of the body is 0. Fine. And then they want to find out how much distance will it cover in 2 seconds. So time is given 2 seconds. How much distance it will cover? So distance we write with S. Fine. Now we know that we have all the givens. We have to apply one formula and we have to put the values. Now understand one thing. Given you have done, conversions you have seen, all are in the standards. Fine. Now next thing is which formula to be applied here. Okay. So first of all, write all the 3 equations which you have with you. V is equal to U plus AT is your first equation. S is equal to UT plus half AT square is your second equation. And then 2AS, or you can say that V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. This is your third equation. These are the 3 equations which we have done. Fine. If you remember, we have done the derivations of these 3 equations. Fine. So now, according to the demand of the question, we have to choose a correct formula. Now children, how to choose the formula is, first of all, see what you have to find. I have to find distance. It means in this first equation, I don't have S. I am having final velocity, initial velocity, acceleration, time, but distance is not there. So obviously, this formula is of no use in this question. So we are left up with 2 formulas. Here also distance is coming and here also it is coming. S is coming in both the formulas. Okay. Now out of these 2 formulas, which we have to use? Now for this, keep one thing in mind, that apply the formula in which only one quantity is unknown and rest all are known. I am repeating again, apply that formula out of these 2 in which only one thing is unknown and rest all are known. Fine. So let's do it. You have S, this is unknown. So just circle it so that you can have this in mind that this is unknown. Then U, you know the value of U. Okay. T, you know the value of T. Okay. Half is already a constant. A, you know its value. T, you know its value. So there is only one unknown. Rest all values you know. So you can very well apply this formula. Okay. Let's give a chance to this third also. First is final velocity. So is final velocity given to you? No. So we have to circle this. U is given. 2 is a constant. A is given. S is not given. So if you look into second and third equation, S is coming in both. We have to choose one out of it. But if you look onto the third equation, there are 2 unknowns. Fine. S you have to find out. V is not given. So you cannot apply this formula. Fine. And if you look onto the second equation, only one thing which you have to find out is missing. Rest all you have. So we have to apply this. This is the way to find out which formula to be applied. Fine. Out of first write down the formulas, the 3 equations. Then the formula in which only one thing is unknown and rest all are given. Rest all are known. We will apply that formula. So we write here S is equal to UT plus half AT square. So S is equal to value of U is 0, T is 2. This is UT if we put it in bracket plus half A10 T2 and its square. Fine. S is equal to 0 multiplied by 2 is 0 plus into 10 into 2 2s are 4. So 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. So we have 0 plus 2 10s are 20. So therefore 0 plus 20 is 20. And this is distance, so its unit is going to be meter. Okay. Now the next question number 4 is, a cyclist is traveling at 15 meter per second. She applies brakes so that she does not collide with the wall, which is 18 meter away. What deceleration must she have? Fine. So let's understand the question well, and then let's solve this. So the next question which we have is, it's written, a cyclist is traveling at 15 meter per second. She applies brakes so that she does not collide with the wall, which is 18 meter away. What is the deceleration must she have? Means what deceleration she must have so that she will not collide with the wall and she stop on time. Okay, comes to rest on time. Okay, so in this question, if you look, the cyclist is traveling at 15 meter per second. Fine. So it means they have given you the initial velocity. The initial velocity of the cyclist is what? 15 meter per second. And the cyclist want to apply brakes so that he or she will not collide with the wall, which is at a distance of, how much distance? 18 meter. So the cyclist want to come to rest. It means the final velocity will definitely approach to 0. Fine. Now what we have to do is, we have to find out the deceleration. Okay. So for deceleration, first of all, look into the question, what all things are given to you, and have you written all the things? Deceleration is what? That is acceleration. So we can write here A, we have to find out, obviously. Now given is done. Next is conversion. Meter per second, meter per second, meter. So all are in the standard form. Okay. Now let's see which formula to be applied. Write all the formulas. V is equal to U plus AT. This is your first formula. S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Your second formula. V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. This is your third formula. Fine. Now we have to figure out that out of these three formulas which we have to apply to get the result. And obviously we have to remember one more thing, that the formula which we are going to apply must have one unknown and rest all known. Fine. So let's see. First formula, obviously we are not going to apply this. The reason behind is because, so let's do it. Reason you are going to understand. V is equal to U plus AT. This is your equation number 1. Fine. So you have to find out A. Now A is there in all the three equations. So means out of these three equations, any equation is possible. Fine. To get the result. Now in the first equation you have final velocity. Is it given? Yes, it is given. Initial velocity? Yes, it is given. Time? No. Time is not given. So understood why I said that this formula will not be applied? Because we get two unknowns here. Fine. And if there are two unknowns, we are not able to solve the equation. We are not able to get the result. Fine. Look on to the second equation. S given. Yes, it is given. U. Yes, initial velocity is also given. T time. No, it is not given. Then again T time. So here also you have two unknowns. 1 is A, which you have to find out, and T is also not given, so we are not going to apply this one also. Move on to the third equation. V is your final velocity, we have its value. U is initial velocity, we have the value. A, we have to find out. S, we have its value also. So third equation is the one in which only one is missing, rest all are given. Fine. So obviously we are going to apply the third equation. Now let's apply this. V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. Fine. V is 0. 0 square minus U is 15. 15 square is equal to 2 multiplied by A multiplied by S. S is 18. A I have written as it is because we don't know its value. This is what we have to find out. Fine. Now 0 square is 0 minus 15 square is 225 is equal to 2 18s are 36 and A. Now when we are going to proceed with this, 0 minus 225 is 225. Fine. Because it is greater, so we write minus over here, and here it is 36A. Fine. So 36A is equal to minus 225. A is equal to minus 225 over 36. And when we are going to solve this, we will get the answer as 6.25. Minus 6.25 meter per second square. Fine. This minus sign denotes retardation, deceleration. Fine. So if they are saying find out acceleration, we will say acceleration is minus 6.25 meter per second square. Now they are saying what is deceleration. Fine. So you will write here that deceleration is equal to 6.25 meter per second square. Now children, one thing to make clear over here, this sign, minus. I have not written it over here. The reason behind is deceleration already says that it is negative. Fine. Deceleration means it is decreasing. And if we put minus sign over here, means it's going to be opposite of deceleration. Means it's going to be accelerated again, but it is not. Fine. So deceleration always means, already it means it is negative. So we don't put the sign over here. We just write its magnitude and unit. So your answer is 6.25 into meter per second square. So children, this is all about the worksheet based upon derivations of equations of motion, which is worksheet number 8. I have given you after the videos. I hope the questions are clear to you, and the main thing which I want to clear in this video is that which formula to be applied so that you won't face any problem while solving numericals. Okay, numericals are easy once you get the correct formula. Fine. So how to choose that? You have to write all the formulas on one side and then filter out the one formula in which only one thing is unknown and rest all are known. You can easily apply that and you can easily get the result. Okay. Next, I have given you one more weekend worksheet. The questions based upon that we are going to carry on in the next video, plus 1-2 more questions. And till then, revise and take care of yourself, take care of your family, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you. Bye-bye.